My name is Rohit. I have been working the night shift at a 24-hour medical store for the past about 2.5 years. This store is on a deserted road at the edge of the city, where very few people come at night. My shift starts at 10 at night and ends at 5 in the morning. In the beginning, this job felt very easy to me. Most of the time I was alone, scrolling on my phone or keeping an eye on the cameras. Sometimes an ambulance would stop or a driver would come in to buy pain medicine. That was it. Everything was going fine until about a month ago, when something strange started happening. It was the first night when that man came. The time must have been around 2:30 in the morning. The doorbell rang and I looked up over the counter. A man walked inside. His age was probably between 30 and 35. He was wearing very ordinary clothes. Not too dirty, not too clean. The strangest thing was that his eyes were constantly fixed on the ground. He never looked at me. Without any emotion, he said he needed medicine for a headache. I gave him the medicine. He paid and left without saying anything. At that time, nothing felt strange to me. But the next night, at almost the same time, he came again. The same man, the same clothes, the same lowered head. This time he asked for stomach pain medicine. I gave it to him, took the money. He again left without saying anything. Third night, fourth night, fifth night. That man now started coming every night, always after midnight. Sometimes headache medicine, sometimes sleeping pills, sometimes something else. But one thing was the same every time. He never looked into my eyes, and he never took the receipt. After about a week, I realized that he always paid with the same note. The same old, folded note. Every time, when I looked closely at that note, I noticed something lightly written on it, like someone had pressed a pen into it, but it was not clearly visible. One night, after he left with the medicine, I picked up that note and looked at it carefully. When I held it under the light, I could see the words. It said, "You will not look at me." My heart started pounding. I immediately put that note into the drawer and told myself I was overthinking. The next night, when he came, I gathered the courage to ask him why he came at the same time every day. He did not answer for a few seconds. Then in a very low voice, he said, "Because this is the time." I asked, "The time for what?" He said, "To watch." That night, I barely made it through the rest of my shift. I constantly felt like someone was watching me from behind. The next day, I decided to check the CCTV footage. I wanted to see how that man looked on camera. But when I watched the recording, I broke out in sweat. At the exact time that man entered the store, the camera would blur for a few seconds, both when he came in and when he left, as if the camera could not properly record him. And in one piece of footage, when he was standing at the counter, his shadow was falling in the wrong direction. A few nights later, he said my name for the first time. While picking up the medicine, he said, "Rohit, you look tired today." I froze. I had never told him my name. My name is not written anywhere in the store. I asked him how he knew my name. Very calmly, he said, "This place tells me." That night, while returning home, I felt like someone was following me. I turned around, but the road was empty. When I reached home, there was a piece of paper stuck under my door. It said, "You have seen me. Now I will see you." I did not sleep that night. The next night, that man came again. But this time, he did not come to buy anything. He just stood in front of the counter, head down, completely silent. Then he said, "Do you remember what happened here before?" I said no. He said, "You would not remember, but this place does." At that moment, the store lights went off for a brief second. When the lights came back on, that man was gone. The door had not opened. The bell had not rung. The next day, I talked to the manager. He told me that this medical store used to be a small clinic. Many years ago, a fire broke out here during a night shift. 2 people got trapped inside. One of them never made it out. That night, I did not go to work, and I did not go after that either. But even today, when the time passes after midnight, I smell medicine in the air. And somewhere far away, I hear the sound of the doorbell.